Math isn't as hard as what you think. Just keep on practicing and keep going. You'll find it hard in the beginning, but success is waiting. To learn some tips and tricks, just keep on watching. One of the weirdest things that will go into your life if someone asks you what is the square root of something that you didn't bring a calculator. So today you will know how to get a square root of a certain number without using a calculator. So there are two approaches will that you can use in order to get the square root of a certain number. And the first approach is that guess approach, and the second one is formula based approach. So in guessing approach, from the words of guessing, you will guess something, but there is things to know before you guess. And there's also one disadvantages. It is only a guessing. You will not know if your answer is correct and exactly the square root of something. So later on you will know that some disadvantages of guessing. So in formula based approach, I think the disadvantage or the problem there is that it is a long process, or you need to approach it number by number. So it is exact. For example, you need to know the square root of something. It is not perfect square. So you can do that example in any decimal place. Like for example, you will ask by example what is the square root of 2 in the decimal place. Without using calculator, you can solve that through formula based. So guessing the square root, you need to know this first. So 1 squared is that it is equals to 1, 2 squared is equals to 4, 3 squared is equals to 9, 4 squared is equals to 16, 5 squared is equals to 25. You should memorize this one. 25. 6 squared is equals to 36, 7 squared is equals to 49, 8 squared is equals to 64, 9 squared is equals to 81, and 10 squared is equals to 100. Have you noticed that the last digit of 1 and 9 are similar, which is 1. 1. The last digit of 2 squared and 8 squared is 4, which is similar. And also, things goes like in 3 and 7, which is 9, and also 4 and 6, which is 6, and the center is 5. So, this one goes to 9, 4 goes to 64, 9 goes to 49, 16 goes to 36, and 5. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the guess approach or guessing approach. For example, you've been given a problem that is what is the square root of 44. So in guessing approach, you need to only take a look at the last number and the first two numbers. Also, one of the disadvantages of this approach is that you want only solve only two digit square root of a two digit number. So square root of a four digit number rather. So first it is 4. There are two values for 4, that is 2 and 8. It's either 2 or 8. Since you don't know what is the first first term, you need to disregard this second digit from the right. So the remaining is square root of 1. Square root 1 is equal to 1. So it's either 12 or 18. So next thing to do is that the square root of 15 is you will get the centermost, the 15 centermost value, which is 15. When squared 15, it is equal to, by the way, there is a shortcut here in multiplying 15 by any two digit number, any number which is the last digit is 5, and here it goes. The square root of 15 is 125, which is greater than 12. So 18 should be cancelled out since uh, the value of 18 squared is much more higher than 25, 125. So our answer is 12. Without knowing that it is correct. For example, you were given a square root of 154. Since you disregard the second term, that's why uh, it is not applicable to all. Since, for example, 144, you find it as square root of 12, which is wrong. 12 squared. Square root of 144 is 12 squared, which is wrong. Since 12 squared is 144. In getting the square root of a certain number, the formula-based approach goes like this. We let the variable q is the quotient and let r be the decided number. You can let any variable for you to easily understood it. I let this as my variable. So the formula goes like this: 20 and q plus r times r. This is the formula. So to further explain this, let's say we have example of what is the square root of 169. First thing to do is that we need to group them by 2 from the rightmost digit of a number. So 6 times 9, 6 and 9 are grouped, and we let 1, since it has no partner, so we let it as it is. So next thing to do is that think of a number that when you squared, the answer must be lesser or equal to 1. This part. So the answer is 1. Since when you square the 1, the answer is 1. It is equal to 1. When you subtract 1 and 1, the answer is 0. So we can erase the 0. And bring down these 2. This is the difference when getting the square root in the proper division rules. Bring this to 69. So next thing to do is that we can apply this formula. Since our quotient is 1, we can we can transfer this in the formula. So 20 times 1. Oh, sorry. I will change this to bracket. Plus, the R is we need to decide it. Since, as Pardo explained, 9 is either 3 or 7. When you squared 3, the last digit is 9. And when you squared or 7, it is 9. So, it is decidable that it's either 3 or 7 if it is a perfect square. So, let's see if it will become 69 if we put 3 in the formula. So, 3, and also 3 here. So, first thing is that, solve in the bracket. So, it is equal to 20 times 1 is 20 plus 3 times 3. So, 20 plus 3 is 23 times 3 is 69. So, the answer here is 3 and 69. So, when you can see it, if it is a perfect square, when the remainder of the last digit is 0, it is a perfect square. Further explain this also, we need to have another example. Let's say in the next example, what is the square root of 205,209? So, as you can see, you can predict how many digits it is when it is an equal perfect square. So you can divide it as by 2's. So 09 are partner, 52 are partner, and 20 are 210 are partner. So you can decide it is a 3-digit number, since when you find the number there, here, and here, it is a 3-digit number. So what is that? Find a number that when you squared it is lesser than 20 or equal with 20. So the answer is 4. Since when you square the 4, the answer is 16. So when you subtract it, 20 minus 16 is 4. And bring the 52. So we can apply the formula. 20 times the quotient, which is 4, plus the decided number. So we can decide first by trial and error. Let's see when we use the 3 times 3. So 20 times 4 is 80 plus 3 So 83 times 3 is 249. Is lesser than 452. But we will try another the larger number than this one. So let's see 20 plus sorry. Let's see another number. Let's see 5. So 20 times 5 is, times 4 is 80 plus 5. So 85 times 5 is 40 425. Since it is closely to 452, uh, you can easily put that there. So the answer is 5. 5 times, when you put 5 here, it is 425. So subtract and bring down 09. Again, apply the formula. 20 times the quotient, which is 45, plus the decided number, which is, we can say that it is either 3 or 7 if it is a perfect square. Let's say 3 times 3. So 20 times 45 is 900 plus 3 times 3. So 903 times 3. So 27. So it is equal. So the answer is 3. So 27,009. So it is a perfect square since it is, the remainder is 0. This formula based approach is that you can also solve not perfect square given that you are told how many decimal place it is. Or like for example, you can wrote, what is the square root of 17? Since it is a two digit number, it has no like, you cannot we will not divide them by partner. So first thing to do as usual is think of a number that is, when you squared, it is lesser than 17, lesser or equal to 17. So the answer is 4. 4 squared is 16, so subtract them is 1. So you have two digit here, to 0 at the right, imaginary to 0. So we will put a decimal point here since we have decimal point. But this is an imaginary. We will not put it here. So apply the formula. 20 times the quotient, which is 4, plus the decided number. We can start it from the lowest number, which is 1. So 20 times 4 is 80 plus 1. Times 1 is still the same. So 81. So let's say into 80 plus 2 times 2 is 164. So it is larger than 100, so the answer is 1. So 81. Subtract. This is 19. Bring also two zeros. So the quotient is 41. Just write it 41 plus the decided number, which is start again from 1 since we don't know the answer of this one. So it is recommendable that you need to start from 1, or maybe you can easily distinguish it from this one, and when you times to this quotient, you can easily find the specific, the closest value for this number. So as recommended for starters, you need to start from the very beginning, of this 1. So 20 times 41 is 820 plus 1 times 1. So 821. It is close to 1,900, but still we need to um, find the number in the next, next, find the solution in the next number, which is 2. 820 plus 2 times 2. So 822 times 2. So 822 times 2 is 1,644. This is much more closer than this number. We need to try another 3. So 823 times 3 is 9. It is larger than this one. So we put 2. So it is 1644. you can continue here. You can continue, but when the when you find it as to only two decimal place, the answer is 4.12. You can continue the solution as things goes like this.